Hi, and thank you so much for coming back to my channel. I'm going to do a very simple, could be done with like a one eyeshadow type of like smoky, chill, kind of grungy type of look. I'm probably not going to fully talk through stuff, but I'm just going to do something really simple, really easy, not super complex, not a bunch of brushes. My brows. I don't know why I did start this with no brows, because I just clicked to just having my brows done, which I'm gonna do now. So 1, 2, 3. So the type of look that I'm going to do today, it's going to be very much so like a dark kind of red type of look. Oh, for my brows, I did the normal, which was the Ardell brow pomade in dark brown. The only difference today is I used a sample size of the Benefit Give Me Brow. I think this is in like dark brown or black. It doesn't say on the thing. I don't know how I feel about that one. It's not a bad brow gel, it definitely keeps my brows in place, but I don't have very unruly brows, so like I can't really like tell you. I'm gonna take the Maybelline Master Concealer in the shade 50 Medium Deep, which y'all are about to see. It's not deep. I'm just gonna blend that out with my finger, just tapping it out. Trying not to let it go too far because I'm going to work and I don't want it to be overly crazy. That's why this look is going to be very simple. You can also substitute colors. Any look I ever show y'all or do, you can very easily just change the colors to something more appropriate. You could change the last look I did to blue. You could change to purple, change it to gray, change it to whatever you want it to be. Okay, so I always start with my darkest shades. So I'm going to take a eyeshadow brush. This is like a flat eyeshadow brush. I'm going to be taking oh, I should have showed you what I'm using. I'm going to be using my single eyeshadows today and potentially a shimmer or 2 shades from the Bad Habit Athena palette. I don't think you can get this palette anymore, but let me show you the colors real quick. It's essentially the Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette. It's a dupe to her palette. So what I'm doing now is I'm just kind of taking the shade Mother Dragon by Menagerie Cosmetics. It's a dark, like brick red type of shade. And I'm just gonna take that all over my lid. Now this looks very intense, and I'm making sure that I round this. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a small, dense-ish, but like kind of still flexible enough blending brush, and I'm then going to take and I'm just gonna go right over the edge of that with the shade very lightly to kind of just soften that out. Kind of tone it down and bring it back to my regular like skin tone. I'm going to be taking this shade. This is Oktoberfest by Coastal Scents. It's like a burnt terracotta type of shade, but this is going to kind of just soften this all the way out. This is on just a normal like crease brush from Real Techniques. I believe it comes in their like basic eyeshadow brush set. You can get it at like Walmart. Comes with like a bunch of other eyeshadow brushes, like the basic ones that you. So I blended that October shade out, and you see how that has softened everything out and doesn't make it look as intense. Like, yeah, I'm wearing like red eyeshadow, but this is not looking as like dramatic as it would, you know. It's just looking like an everyday smoky sort of situation. I'm going back in with that Serenade shade over that to kind of bring it back into, I don't know, not the spotlight, but just kind of like making sure that that color, so that Mother Dragon shade on my lid doesn't look like it was just kind of planted there and then there's like no rhyme or reason for it. I'm going to do a little bit of black liner, mostly just gonna have it on the outer edge of, or outer third of my eye, and then just right over the rim for the inner corner. Should I tightline? We'll tightline. Take a same brush. I'm using 3 brushes. It's gonna be the same rotating brushes here. I'm gonna take that same brush that I used on the lid with Mother Dragon. Just gonna drag that all along where I just put that black liner at. I do the exact same thing as kind of what I did on top. Blend out that edge with Serenade. Taking same Oktoberfest, just gently around that whole thing, just making sure it's very like nice and rounded, concentrated along where my eye is actually at. I'm going to do my inner corner highlight now. I'm going to take the shade Divine here. Coppery, reddish type of shade. Like, not bronzy. Like, it's not like a penny. It's more just like a very coppery kind of like red. I don't know. I'm going to take the NYX Epic Ink liner. This is a felt tip liner. I like this liner. I remember everybody was like hyping this one up and I had just never tried it because I don't really switch liners very often. But I had some extra points or whatever at CVS and just kind of figured I'd go for it because it essentially was like free. So but I got this one, and ever since I got it, I actually have not messed up on my eyeliner since I got it. It's very precise, very easy to work with too. Really like it a lot. I see why everybody was like talking about this liner. It's really, really good. So now I'm going to go quickly do the other eye. Be right back. The other eye is completed. I'm going to then go ahead and take the Ardell Dummy Wispies and I'm just going to put these on my eyelids. Actually, I should do mascara. We're gonna do mascara. I'm just taking the Lancome Big Monsieur mascara real quick. Just gonna kind of run over my lashes. I started getting ready earlier, but I was finishing up editing a video on my computer because I've been determined. I'm like, I'm going to finish this today. So by the time you see this, it may have been last week's upload. It's just a green, simple, like smoky, but not really. It's just very, I would argue, kind of like a neutral way to wear green eyeshadow. If you're curious about it, I will link it either in the end screen annotations or down in the description. Now I'm gonna do lipstick. Just wiping off the lip balm that I had on earlier, and I'm going to take kind of a nude shade. I'm gonna be taking the, should I take this shade? I could take a slightly darker shade. I'm gonna do darker. Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink in the shade Protector. This is a dark brown. Alright, lipstick is done. This is pretty much the final look. Thank you so much for coming to watch. I hope this was fun and entertaining for you. I didn't really talk about too much or say anything. Hope you kind of learned something or like saw a cool technique. This is what I normally do, like on an everyday basis, where I just do my eyeshadow, my brows, and lipstick. I normally don't really wear face makeup. It's not for any particular reason other than it just saves me time. That's pretty much it. So thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me. I hope